Hey Martha, how you doing? All right, so I've got your work up. I was just going through your writing here. We're talking about that floater, the woman on a floater, and I think that's problematic. And I think that you kind of, I think you discovered that. Now, the thing is, this is all in the name of learning, right? So I think if you were to approach this assignment again, right now, start over, knowing what you know now, I think you may have probably considered a more versatile image for the cropped image, because right now it's just, as you mentioned, it's not versatile. It has forced you to make some decisions that might compromise the integrity of the layout. I'll talk about that in 1 second, but I just want to make the point that it's all in the name of learning. So I'm going to make some comments that I don't want you to mistake as being um, discouraging. I just want to make these comments, but I want to reinforce that you are showing proficiency in the techniques. Okay, so the work is good. The work is excellent. You're showing you know how to do the techniques. That's the important thing. Those are learning objectives. But as far as the general layout and the way that the banner looks, feels, and behaves, we'll make some comments therein. Now, I do want to mention that in the course announcements, I had recommended that students include their magazine ad along with this banner ad so I can comment on the adaptation, but I don't see the magazine ad here. So unfortunately, I won't be able to comment on the adaptation from the magazine ad to the banner ad, but we can certainly take a look at the banner ad, and I've got it up right here now. As we can see, what you're talking, oh, by the way, this subhead right here, Arial bold italic, don't forget. Like I said, the animation looks great, really nice control there. You don't really need to include the URL. I think it's most, when we're online and we are looking, surfing, and there's a banner ad, you have hover over it, it turns into a link. And so most people realize that the banner is going to act like a link to take you to the organization's website. So I think that we don't need to include the URL right there, but I would definitely recommend that you include the location. You don't have to include the entire contact information, but definitely the location. Located in, U.S. Virgin Islands or located in the beautiful Caribbean, something like that. Okay. Now, holiday sale is, watch your spelling on the word holiday. And right now, I think this configuration is a little bit strange. And I think to an experienced designer will take a look at this and immediately say, and this is the part I was talking about before about a portfolio reviewer or a hiring professional making this comment. And why is this right here? Now, the reason for me is obvious. As a professional designer, I look at this and I say, this designer has used an image that's cropped and is trying to cover up the crop with this big purple box. And that's not a great design decision because it's forcing you to do something that, it's compromising the integrity of the ad. So as I said, you're showing excellent proficiency, but the masked image itself is not the most versatile image. I think for placement. So again, I don't want to sound discouraging. I just want you to think about that. Other than that, I think as I said, I think you're showing excellent proficiency. So that's fantastic, and that's the important thing, right? So at this point, what I would like to see is this. If you want to replace the masked image, I mean, I'm all for it. And that way you can just assemble your type accordingly, as we have saw in all the examples of the announcements. Just assemble your type right over the image, but that would entail adding a new masked image. And I'm perfectly fine with that. If you want to add a more versatile masked image, that's perfectly fine. I don't know if you want to add that to your magazine ad as well, or just add it to the banner ad. That's up to you. But I would like to, at the very least, I would like to see is make the adjustments here. So, watch get that in Arial bold italic, watch your spelling, include the location, and that's the very minimum I would like to see for your final submission due coming up quite quickly next week. So if you want to make those changes, that's great. I'd like to see those reflected in your final submission. And at this point, I'd say if you have any questions or if I can provide any clarification, please let me know. And I'll be more than glad to do so. All right, fantastic. Thank you very much.